big one was with Beyonce. When he signed that contract, the marriage contract, he got trophies. Those trophies came rolling in, buddy. He started getting Grammys left and
15 and 22. Damn.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Now I can kind of see why he's probably not claiming it, because it looks bad on his reputation, because he has a history. Like if you look at like even Beyonce, like he was in his 30s and Beyonce was barely 19.
He allegedly won't give up his DNA to prove that he is not the father of Rymir Satterthwaite, who is claiming that he is his son, because giving up his DNA could link him to a bunch of murders that he is connected to. The permanent A-list rapper could just provide a DNA sample and get the whole paternity thing out of the way, but then the sample could be used to solve a whole bunch of killings that the rapper has been hinted at being involved in.
All right, so Jay-Z's alleged son, Rymir Satterthwaite, just got a big boost. 50 Cent himself is stepping in, offering to help Rymir take Jay-Z to court. This comes right after a judge gave Rymir the green light to move forward with his paternity case.
Oh, was she when you were born?
15 going on 16.
And everything saying that they had met. Now, how old was Jay-Z at the time?
I think like 22.
And now, Jay-Z's reportedly losing it. Instead of taking the simple route and doing a DNA test to shut this down, Jay dropped a strange public statement accusing Rymir of harassing him for years. His legal team is now threatening to go full blast in court and expose Rymir's lies. But why dodge the test if you've got nothing to hide? Here's where things get real shady. Word is, the real reason Jay's avoiding that test isn't just about protecting his image.
Court documents submitted on June 16th, Jay-Z slams a recent lawsuit that Rymir and Lily filed against him as just the latest in what he says has been decades-long harassment. The documents read, "The fabricated allegations and claims have been addressed."
It might be about how young Rymir's mom was when it all happened. Rymir claims his mom, Wanda, wasn't a legal adult when 22-year-old Jay allegedly got her pregnant. That changes everything. So what's Jay-Z really hiding? People haven't forgotten that he was nearly caught up in the Diddy drama not too long ago. One of Diddy's accusers even said that Jay and Diddy grabbed her when she was just 13. That case was dropped, but not because she changed her story. She just came out saying loud and clear that she never took back her claims. She says Jay sent private investigators to scare her into silence. But here's the most suspicious part. Nobody's talking about it. Major media outlets are acting like it never happened.
He's your father. I really do. And if it's not, why you can't prove me wrong? Like it's not far as a proving me wrong thing. It's go to the courtroom and basically do what everybody else would have to do. Like it's not, you don't have to prove me wrong. I just want the truth. Honestly, I can take a no. I can take, if I'm embarrassed at the end of the day, I can take that. I really can. I've been through a lot. I've seen a lot. I could take me being embarrassed. Like, just can't take nobody not saying nothing. Like, it's not.
Go ahead. Check TMZ or the Shade Room. You won't find a single post about Rymir's story. Looks like those platforms might be on lockdown when it comes to anything negative about Jay-Z. This story's been blowing up for weeks, but major celeb news outlets are out here acting like it doesn't even exist. Same thing happened with the Jane Doe case. None of them said a word. Just last week, a judge threw out Jay-Z's defamation lawsuit against attorney Tony Busby. And guess what? Tony's the one representing Jane Doe. It's like everything shady around Jay is being swept under the rug. And most bloggers, they're staying silent, probably too scared to go against Jay-Z. But one person who definitely isn't scared.
It was shot at. Damn. Somewhere in September. He was in the parking lot with other people near where he's at living now. And out of all the cars there, his was the only one shot up. So we believe that was a nexus or a connection, I believe, between the case and what's going on, because it was around the time.
50 Cent, he straight up mocked Jay for ducking that DNA test. And now reports say 50 actually hit up Rymir and offered to hook him up with his own legal team. And now you can tell Jay's feeling the pressure. His lawyers are in panic mode trying to shut down Rymir's case fast. They even launched a PR campaign to paint him as unstable. Classic move. But here's what doesn't add up. Why is Jay dropping all this cash on legal fights when one quick DNA test could clear everything up? Something ain't right, and this time Rymir is coming in strong. He's got paperwork, he's got witnesses, and now he's got 50 Cent backing him up. With all these receipts coming out, Jay might finally be out of moves. Let's break down 50 Cent's role in all this drama. So first, 50 jumped into the Jay-Z and Rymir situation by trolling Jay on Instagram. He even pointed out that Jay and Rymir look alike. That post went viral fast, but 50 didn't stop there. Sources close to the situation say 50 actually reached out to Rymir directly and offered him his own legal squad.
Be doing so much and running, and it just really dawned on me. It's the man that my mom was underage when she consumed me. Anyone who'd have been older.
And just to stir the pot more, 50 dropped a cryptic message on Instagram that had people talking, "A good lawyer knows the law, a great lawyer knows the judge." Whoa, that one hit hard. This move changes everything. Up until now, Rymir's whole case was getting ignored and buried by big media. But the second 50 stepped in, Jay-Z's team started scrambling. Suddenly, they're in defense mode, rushing to shut the case down before it explodes. They're trying to discredit Rymir fast before people really start paying attention.
In addition to that, we've had people come to my home in the past, driving on the grass. We have people knocking on the door at 4 o'clock in the morning. We've been through all of it, mostly around the filing time.
Jay even just filed fresh court documents asking the judge to toss out the whole case. According to papers obtained by Us Weekly, Jay claims Rymir's lawsuit is nothing new. He's calling it the latest chapter in what he says has been decades of harassment. In the legal filing, Jay's team says these fake claims have already been rejected by multiple courts. And they say Rymir keeps ignoring those rulings, which even led to a contempt order against him. But if Jay's so confident, why is he still avoiding that DNA test? Something's not adding up.
This is a bigger picture than this. We want to try to make a difference with the Pro Se Act or the Legal Abuse Act, bringing new legislation and trying to sit down at the table with the lawmakers to make a difference. In addition to the fact, because, like you said before, Mr. Carter might not never do anything, and I'm sure he probably won't. But it ain't about him. This is about the system allowing things to happen that were very agreed and put our lives at stake in some regards. So I just wanted to say that that's what another reason why we were still going to the criminal stuff for the second time. This time, the prosecutor's office locally did get involved, but everything is slow moving and things are happening. And, it's corruption going on. The law says in New Jersey that if the person who resists to take the test is presumed the father, that's what the law says. Here in New Jersey, anybody who don't want to do it and go away from doing it or prevents from doing it is presumed the father. So right now, he's presumed the father. He's not even alleged.
Now here's where it gets even messier. Rymir's former legal guardian, Dr. Lily Coley, who's also a trained paralegal, is clapping back at Jay-Z's legal team and calling out what she says are flat-out lies in his latest court filing. Dr. Coley didn't hold back. She said this story was not fabricated. She made it clear that Wanda's affidavit, Rymir's late mother, has been on the court record for years and has never been pulled or changed. That affidavit is the entire reason Rymir even questioned his paternity in the first place. And Jay claiming that Rymir was held in contempt, Dr. Coley says that's straight up false. According to her, no one involved, Rymir, Wanda, or herself, has ever been held in contempt of court. But the biggest thing she stressed, the issue of who Rymir's real father is has never been properly resolved in court. She said loud and clear, there has never been a discovery hearing or final ruling that resolves the paternity or other issues. But somehow all these key facts keep getting ignored in the public story. And what else keeps getting ignored? Wanda's age when Jay allegedly got her pregnant.
I'm not a lawyer. They try to use all type of things, res judicata and all type of things to say, hey, whoever was on his birth certificate, that was the, that was the dad. And that's not how the course works. So we did everything we had to do to, show them that wasn't. The person I was calling my pop took the DNA test. It was straight out there. Only other name was Jay-Z. He basically just sawed it and skedaddle. They try to use all this craziness to hold the case up, and I'm like, well, damn, if this was anybody else, I'm like, all right, the first 2 years.
They would have ordered them by now. They do that. Especially, hey, take the test. Hell, in most cases, You can start drawing child support. Fuck without a goddamn paternity. It makes them want to come do.
Let's lay out some facts. Rymir's name first hit the media in early 2015 when news broke that he filed a paternity suit against Jay-Z back in 2014. He and Dr. Coley dropped their first complaint, and that's when things started getting sketchy. The case was immediately shut down. Why? Dr. Coley says it's because Jay-Z and his lawyer, Lisa Fisher, brought fraudulent information into court to get the case tossed. But Rymir didn't stop there. In 2018, he filed again, this time accusing Jay of using his money and fame to dodge a DNA test. But every time Rymir tried to push forward, something got in the way. The court kept saying his father had already been confirmed, but then he got a copy of his own birth certificate. And guess what? No father listed, not a single name. And just when you thought it couldn't get any worse, Rymir found out that some of his own legal team were secretly working with Jay-Z's lawyers behind his back. That's some real shady business right there.
If it was anything, if y'all felt like we was lying, why y'all ain't dismiss the case with prejudice? Why do y'all keep having us come in there and file and pay all this money and keep filing and filing for years? Why, if y'all didn't see anything wrong with the case, why is it not over? But the only thing I'm asking is, I don't want no money from you. You know, if you want to have that relationship, if it was true, that's just on you. You know, I'm just showing you that I'm fighting for what I believe in is right. And I want all the kids and everyone that come behind me. If you missing the parents, it's all about, sometimes that's all you need to know your parents is. You don't need nothing from them. It close the book. It just helped me, you know, go on with my life and just be straight. It's not like I'm looking for anything, looking for you to bring me up where you at or bring me with your family and all. I still got my own family, but I just want you to be like, just think about it. Like, we could have got this, you know, over with, and through all this, I still respect you, even though I might not like you. I respect everybody.
I was gonna say, how do you view him now?
And it's like, and when I say I don't like you, it's not even it's just that I feel like, you know, y'all sit at the top and y'all forgot where y'all came from, and sometimes you got to bring yourself down to the bottom. You can't sit at the top and think all these, you know, I'm rich and all that. And if I go to court, this would affect this. And sometimes you just got to get it over with. If you believe this wasn't true, it would have been over with, you know. And for you to let me just sit here and after all this, my mom passed away. And I'm not saying you physically, but dragging us to court and all that, not taking care of the problem. It's just, you let it happen. So it's like, you could have got this over with. If it wasn't true, we could have, you know, I would apologize. Yeah, I apologize in front of the world. Hey, it could have been done, but obviously it's something you hide. And
in an interview with The Sun, Rymir opened up and said he's been robbed of a fair shot in court, blaming it on legal errors and outright malpractice. He told the outlet that his mom, Wanda, first revealed to him that Jay-Z was his father when he was around 8 years old. Wanda claims she and Jay had a brief fling back in 1992 inside Jay's aunt's apartment in the Brooklyn projects. She said they did use protection, but it failed. After that night, Jay disappeared from her life. No number, no address, nothing. Fast forward to 2010, Wanda's health took a serious dive. That's when Dr. Lily Coley stepped in and was granted custody of Rymir. In her own interview with The Sun, Lily revealed something major. Wanda was just 15 or 16 years old when she got pregnant after meeting Jay-Z. That part alone is getting completely overlooked in all the media silence. But it gets worse. According to a 2018 lawsuit filed in Philadelphia, Jay-Z's attorney allegedly had Wanda sign legal documents while she was still in the hospital recovering from a medicated coma. Those papers swapped Lily's name off the petition without her knowing, and according to Rymir's team, it was done for shady reasons. That move ended up getting the case dismissed from the Philly courts. Rymir's family said they'd never experienced anything so crooked, and the emotional toll was devastating. And just when it seemed like it couldn't go further, it did. Things got downright sinister. When Rymir and Dr. Coley went on Hip Hop News Uncensored, they revealed a shocking detail. Rymir was actually shot after filing the lawsuit against Jay-Z. Shot. That's when this stopped being just a legal drama and started looking like something much darker. And here's the next bombshell. According to Dr. Lily Coley, right around the time Rymir filed his lawsuit, strangers started showing up at her doorstep. She said these people weren't there by accident. They were trying to intimidate her into backing off and staying quiet. But Lily made it clear, this case isn't just about Jay-Z anymore. She said it's about fighting for real change and demanding laws that stop the rich and powerful from bending the legal system to their will. Meanwhile, Rymir took things up a notch and filed a new lawsuit, this time not just against Jay-Z, but against the New Jersey court system and several judges. He's accusing them of conspiring with Jay for over a decade to make sure his cases got tossed. In this lawsuit, Rymir and Dr. Coley claimed that Jay-Z lied under oath, saying he didn't own any property in New Jersey. Why would that matter? Because if Jay had no ties to the state, the court could claim it had no jurisdiction over him. But that turned out to be false. Rymir's team found property deeds and tax documents with Jay-Z's name right on them, proof that he did have property there. The complaint names 6 different judges who Rymir says helped protect Jay. These judges allegedly repeated the lie that Jay had no property in the state, helping to get Rymir's lawsuit shut down. The filing accuses Jay-Z of using his money and power to manipulate the court system, making sure Rymir never got his day in court. But it doesn't stop there. The lawsuit also says that once Rymir started speaking out publicly, things turned dangerous. His car was reportedly shot at by unknown people. He and Dr. Coley say they were followed by mysterious cars in their neighborhood, and it got downright creepy. Cars even drove onto their lawn in the middle of the night at 4 a.m. They now firmly believe these were intimidation tactics, allegedly orchestrated by Jay-Z's people to scare them into silence. So now Rymir and Lily are going after the entire system. They're suing the courts and the judges, claiming their constitutional rights were blocked for years. What kind of system blocks a young man from finding the truth about his own identity? Rymir and Dr. Lily Coley recently sat down with Tasha K and dropped even more jaw-dropping details. They confirmed again, Wanda, Rymir's mom, was just 15 or 16 years old while Jay-Z was 22 when she got pregnant. Rymir shared that the court first tried to kill his paternity case by saying the man listed on his birth certificate had to be his father. But here's the kicker. Rymir already took a DNA test with that man, and it proved he's not the dad. And then Rymir hit everyone with a real question. If the court truly believed he was lying, why not just dismiss the case with prejudice and be done with it? He made it crystal clear. He's not out here chasing Jay-Z's money. In fact, he said that if it turns out Jay-Z isn't his father, he'll publicly apologize. That right there shows this is about truth, not clout or cash. But wait, there's one last twist. According to new whispers behind the scenes, Wanda's young age might not even be the only reason Jay-Z's ducking that DNA test. The real reason? It could be something way darker and something nobody's ready to say out loud yet. This story is far from over, and you already know we're keeping our eyes on every move. So make sure to like, subscribe, and drop a comment below. What do you think Jay-Z is hiding? Hit that share button to spread the word, and we'll catch you on the next one.